Friends, in this video, I am going to discuss intelligence and multiple intelligences. A math teacher says to a parent, "Your son scored 100 out of 100 in math. He is very intelligent." An English teacher says to a parent, "Your daughter speaks and writes good English and scores well in tests. She is really very intelligent." The principal says to a parent, "Your son is doing well in organizing many cultural events in the school. I find him doing things in an intelligent way." Likewise, we hear the use of the word intelligence in many occasions in our day-to-day life. Very often, many of us understand its meaning in terms of cognitive ability of a person. I wanted to study how intelligence is defined in the literature. To my surprise, there are several definitions, and I would like to share with you a few of the interesting definitions. I hope your perception of intelligence will be clear at the end of this video. I would also present Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences and its educational implications for the teachers. Intelligence, various definitions. The ability to use memory, knowledge, experience, understanding, reasoning, imagination, and judgment to solve problems and adapt to new situations. Allwords Dictionary. The ability to learn, understand, and make judgments or have opinions based on reason. Cambridge Advanced Learner's Dictionary. The ability to adapt effectively to the environment, either by making a change in oneself or by changing the environment or finding a new one. Intelligence is not a single mental process, but rather a combination of many mental processes directed toward effective adaptation to the environment. Encyclopedia Britannica. Intelligence is a property of mind that encompasses many related mental abilities, such as the capacities to reason, plan, solve problems, think abstractly, comprehend ideas and language, and learn. Wikipedia. Definitions of intelligence by psychologists. Adjustment or adaptation of the individual to his total environment or limited aspects thereof. The capacity to recognize one's behavior patterns so as to act more effectively and more appropriately in novel situations. The ability to learn to the extent to which a person is educable. The ability to carry on abstract thinking. The effective use of concepts and symbols in dealing with a problem to be solved. By W. Freeman. An intelligence is the ability to solve problems or to create products that are valued within one or more cultural settings. By H. Gardner. Intelligence is assimilation to the extent that incorporates all the given data of experience within its framework. Assimilation can never be pure because by incorporating new elements into its earlier schemata, the intelligence constantly modifies the later in order to adjust them to new elements. Jean Piaget, a great educational psychologist. Quotes on intelligence by philosophers. I know that I am intelligent because I know that I know nothing. It is by Socrates, a great Greek philosopher. Intelligence is the ability to observe without evaluation. A great philosopher, G.D. Krishnamurti. Quotes on intelligence by scientists. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. By Albert Einstein. Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. Stephen Hawking. Now, I'm going to discuss Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences. The theory of multiple intelligences was developed by Howard Gardner, a world-renowned psychologist, in 1993. Gardner transformed the field of education when he published the book Frames of Mind, the Theory of Multiple Intelligences. In this book, he described a new way of thinking about human intelligence, challenging the traditional view that there is only one kind of intelligence the standard tests can measure, the standard IQ tests. Gardner first described 7 intelligences and later added an 8th one. Number 1, linguistic intelligence. People with strong linguistic skills can use their native language and other languages to understand people and express their thoughts. Examples of professionals with above average intelligence levels in this area include writers and orators. Then, second one is logical and mathematical intelligence. Scientists are examples of people strong in the logical and mathematical intelligence because they can manipulate numbers the way mathematicians do. They tend to have above average logical and mathematical skills also because of their knowledge of causal systems. Then the third one, spatial intelligence. Spatial intelligence involves the skills the people have to represent the spatial world. Spatially intelligent people tend to become painters, sculptors, and architects. Spatial intelligence is used more often in certain sciences like anatomy and topology. Then fourth one, bodily and kinesthetic intelligence. This intelligence relates to the ability to use whole or certain body parts to create something, solve a problem, or display skills involving bodily movement at an event. Examples of professionals strong in this intelligence include athletes and dancers. Then fifth one is musical intelligence. People with enhanced musical intelligence have a high-end ability to hear, recognize, and remember patterns. They think in music and cannot get it out of their minds. In Frames of Mind, Gardner indicated that musical intelligence emerges earlier than other intelligences. Then sixth one, interpersonal intelligence. The interpersonal intelligence involves one's ability to understand others. People strong in this intelligence can detect other people's moods, intentions, and desires. This intelligence is especially important for individuals who deal frequently with people. Examples of people with this intelligence are teachers, clinicians, and salespeople. Then seventh one is intrapersonal intelligence. An enhanced understanding of oneself is a characteristic of someone strong in the intrapersonal intelligence. Intrapersonal intelligence enables people to anticipate how they would react to experiences and how to choose the experiences that can be beneficial to them. It also enables people to be aware of the difficulties that they might encounter. Then the eighth one is the naturalist intelligence. The naturalist intelligence was added to the 7 intelligences mentioned by Gardner in the beginning. It relates to an individual's ability to differentiate among living things. People strong in this intelligence are good at classifying plants, minerals, and animals, as well as rocks and grass. Criticisms of multiple intelligences theory. Although the MI theory received tremendous attention all over the world, it has been criticized also. In Frames of Mind, Gardner summarized some of the common criticisms of his theory and offered his responses to. One of the criticisms is about using the word multiple intelligences. For For instance, critics say that talent would be a more appropriate word to describe the ability of a gifted dancer. Gardner's response is that in accepting the traditional definition of intelligence, which is very narrow, people would likely regard the abilities that fall outside of that as less valuable. Another criticism of MI theory involves the connections between different faculties. Some scholars believe that since there are correlations between tests of ability, there is a level of general intelligence that people have. However, Gardner has expressed skepticism about these correlations. He argued that most of all the tests focus primarily on logical and linguistic faculties only. Implications of the multiple intelligences for educators. Students in schools and colleges and universities must be provided with significant learning experiences to nurture all the intelligences mentioned by Howard Gardner. The teachers must implement active learning strategies in order to nurture all the types of intelligence. The teachers may identify certain types of intelligence more dominant in a given student and nurture those intelligences further. Thank you very much.